are there any other liens, are there any HOA liens, IRS liens?
So you get that
Taxes.
information this afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
So
at
you
that
have work
point,
to do tonight?
right. Yeah, that's the thing with the auction is so much of it is done like Thursday, the day before the auction, and even like the afternoon, evening. Because there's still bids that are popping Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, we'll still get bids that come out, so.
Even Friday.
Yeah,
Once.
well, yeah, Friday,
Yeah.
you'll see the bids. And the other thing is sometimes we won't get the bid until the caller announces that bid. So it could be a property that, we're looking at that might or might not be a deal, and the caller gets out and he calls it, and all of a sudden we realize, wow, that's a low bid. We got a deal here, and you've got to be ready to jump on it.
Right.
And that's why in the front lines here, we look at just about everything. And title or no title,
Yeah.
we look at it, and even if the bids or the debt's way high, sometimes they'll do a specified or drop bid to the point where they'll just cut their debt in half because they want to get rid of it. Well, if we get that bid on Friday and we haven't looked at it or titled it, we're sunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so.
now we're gonna go look at it,
Yep.
and we're gonna determine what we think the rehab cost is gonna be.
Right.
And then that'll help us set our top bid.
Yeah,
And we're
so,
gonna set a number.
yeah, so if I were looking at this and if we were doing the analysis like we do, we would have driven the property first. And then we would have sat down, and what I typically do is, the first thing I do is I look on the MLS to see if this property is listed anywhere on the MLS. Because you can pull a lot of information from a property from previous listings, or it might be currently listed. It might be a pending short sale. Well, now I know, okay, it's a pending short sale. That'll tell me whether it's occupied, and I can get a lot from there. Then I'll also look at the map to see, okay, where is it located as far as neighborhood goes? Are there any things that are detractors, freeways, commercial,
Right.
different things like that. And then what I'll do is I'll go to the county records to check the square footage of it to make sure that everything that I'm looking at kind of matches up, that the name on this matches the name on the county. Because sometimes there's some changes and the county or the trustee will have that sale under a different name than what's shown on
Right.
the county record. And so those are sort of the steps that, that you go through in checking the information, before we ever actually go bid on it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just definite detailed steps, kind of a checklist. It's in our head.
Yeah,
Right,
we're just
you
kind
know.
of from years doing it.
Right.
And you find that people do quick claim houses and the name's different and the debts are different, people get divorced, and stuff happens, and
Mhm.
so we have to verify what's going on with this
Right.
debt that's going to foreclosure. Make sure there's nothing.
And then you just wanna avoid surprises.
Right.
So that's why you do all this, the work ahead before you ever get to a point of bidding on it.
Yeah, and in almost all cases, I mean, high percentage, it is what it is. It's
Yeah.
pretty straightforward. There's nothing other than someone's losing their house and it was a refi, it was a second mortgage, it was what it was. But we have to verify that everything, you can't assume.
Right.
But I'd say 90% of the time, high 90% of the time, there's nothing strange.
Mhm.
We're just verifying it all. I think the square footage thing is important, because homes are sometimes misinterpreted as far as permits and fix up and.
Yeah, somebody might have come in, they might have finished the basement, and that's not showing on the county records, and a lot of the information that the website pulls is from the county information, and so you've got some discrepancies which could give you an advantage over somebody who didn't do their homework and didn't go find out that, hey, we've got an extra 1,000 finished square feet in a basement.
Right.
So those are other things that we're looking for that are gonna have an impact on our after repair value as well. Or it might allow us to bid higher than maybe somebody who didn't do their homework and find out that there's more going on.
And sometimes
You're
it's
gonna find
an old
information
listing will
anyway.
pick it up, because agents will pick this up, relist the home, and it doesn't match the county records, but that listing will show what is accurate
Yeah.
today. So that sometimes is old information that, it's good information.
Pull up, old photos and see, okay, is it updated? Because, sometimes, old listings will include things like if they put a new roof on it, or if they upgraded the electrical or plumbing, and that's stuff that you can glean, and now when you're putting together your fix-up list, hey, this was updated 7 years ago, so I'm probably gonna have to do less reconstruction than if it was a full, all systems, electrical roof, yada, yada.